Hi friends, today we want to talk on how to test new workers. In fact, yesterday, you know what, we had some new arrival of 3 workers, or there were 4 of them, but the 4 that came in, one will be assisting at the level of our cattle. So it's 3 of them that we were testing them actually to see if they can work in the farm. So you may be asking, employing farm hands or farm workers, do you really need to test them? Yeah, given to the fact that farming is a business, we have embraced farming as a business, and we know that a farmer is someone who engages in an agricultural activities whose main interest is to make profit. So it's always very good that we test the farm workers before they start working. So you may also ask me, what are you really testing about? What are you really testing? Okay, that's the reason why I'm doing this video. Probably if you are watching this video is because you are a farmer and you want to know really how we are testing our workers, especially the farm hands, in order to get them before we get them involved in the work out here. It is very important that you know. So this morning there are 3 of them were testing. They were doing deleting in our plantation. We did not start here. We started with working in the pepper farm. We did fertilization and level of the pepper farm. We also worked in the maize farm. We did pruning and level of the maize because we planted maize. Some of them came out 3, 4. Sometimes when you are planting, you plant and plant. Because you plant only small. The thing of where animal they can't move out. When they move out, so then you will lose the maize. So we were doing at least 3, 4, 4. And then so this morning we had to work. I work with the team, with the new workers, most especially to like remove the maize that. The ones while working with them is their very first day of work. It's very important that me as the lead worker, the project coordinator of Crome Integrated Ranch, I am the brain behind the farmer solution. In fact, I'm the person on the ground that makes things happen. When you see a lot of those plants, that's my field. I'm doing my best in it. You guys will have to appreciate it. Really, what we are doing out here is good. And we also think to put out this channel so that we can inform all the young Cameroonians to become interested in agriculture, to if it can inspire you to become interested, or you that you actually did agriculture and you were wondering where to actually practice. That's why we put up these channels so that we can help you also make sure that there are places where actually you can practice what you have studied in school. So how are we testing these workers? Remember, I gave you people 5 steps how to succeed, how to really succeed as a good farmer. Among that, in that video, I told you that there are 3 categories of persons and people in the world. 3 categories of people in the world: those that can generate ideas, cannot implement; those that can implement every ideas you give them, but they can't generate; and those that have the capacity to generate and implement. So that's the skill. That's the yardstick that actually we are using out here to test our workers. So why working with them as a lead worker, I know exactly what they have to receive. When you are interested in investing in farming, you don't just have to invest now. You have to do a lot of research. You need to know the kind of work the idea of farmer needs to do, and what really they do, if they do it, and the way they do it, that makes it very okay. So when I was working with them, I give them instructions and I stayed back to see if they are going to implement. I see sometimes I don't give any instructions, I just do it myself. When I'm doing it, even I'm giving an instruction, I'm still doing it, I'm working alongside with you. What I expect is that you as a smart worker, you will be able to, even if you are making mistakes, you should be able to like just learn with your eyes with what I'm doing. But you see, some of them, they don't have the capacity even to learn with the eyes and do it. Some of them, they cannot look what the others are doing and act the same way. You have to come back again to give the person the same instruction over and over and over. That's not a good footing. Yeah, those ones are not in a good footing. There are others that no matter how you give them an instruction on this aspect, they will still make mistakes like this and things like that is their errors. They will still have to make mistakes. I understand that it's the very first day, but even though it's their very first day, at least their performance should be passable, because if their performance is very low, then you have to spend so much time on them to train them. You have to give them a long period of time to be able to train them in order for them to work. Means that at that point now, you'll be putting them, when I'll be debating their salaries now, all of them will not have the salaries. Let me just tell you that today the three that we tested is two of them that have actually passed my test. One is just lucky that we need a dog handler. We have about 8 dogs out here, so we need a dog handler. I want him to get used to, because very soon the person that's taking care of the dogs will be going, so I want him to replace that. He's just lucky that we needed that, so I'll put him on a lower salary. But for that, the other two that have passed my test are going to become the most precious workers of Kombe Integrated Ranch. It takes something so good to work with Kombe Integrated Ranch, because first of all, it builds you up, you learn, and above all, you also have some good amount of money to take home. That's just what I'm telling you guys. That's how I managed to test most of these workers. I test how ready their brain is. Like when we're also working today, let me tell you, one of them had to make a call, and that call lasted for about 5 minutes. I had to tell him, hey guy, look, be careful. Here like this, when would you work? You're not going to make that kind of long call. When somebody calls you, you just have to say, hello, I'm at work, I'll call you back. Then you give the time that they'll call you. Maybe it's during break, because we normally take break at 11 o'clock. Say you can call me back maybe in 1 hour, in 2 hours. So you weigh your time. Others cannot be working and going, and you are on the phone making call. Time is so precious to me, so dear to me. And when I also give them instructions, they were trying to do their best. When they just come new, they are one thing I've learned with workers is that when they come new, they want to give in their best, and that's the best time to test them. Because if you already leave them for a while, you cannot really test them the way I'm doing. So their very first day of work is always key to me, because that's when they really want to give in their best. Along the line, there are days that they may be sick, they will be disgruntled, they may not have eaten well and all those things. But the very first day of work, every worker wants to give you, and that's how because what you are testing in them is things they don't know about themselves, like the brain, the mind. How ready is their mind? How do you know that somebody is in for work? It means you see him trying to give his best, even if he doesn't know he's trying to give his best. That's good. That's a plus. You see him, how he takes instructions. Is he able to implement? Is he someone that can generate and implement? Those are things you looked at, especially as a farm hand. If you don't, you cannot check farm hands on their certificates. Here, certificates don't count much, because what actually we need here is that is people that will do the job. Even if they are working in a poultry farm, or they are working wherever, that's how I test them. We work in the poultry together. I'm doing feed. We have to do the watering of the that's of the pen and all those stuff. I see how you do, and if the person have up to 40%, then at least that's possible. In the remaining 60, will work on it over time, so that at least they can get up to 100. But imagine somebody cannot even give you up to 50%. They are keeping that person to do what? Those ones, don't waste time to tell them no. This other guy, he's just lucky today that we need a dog handler. If not so, he would have been going home. As he came, he will go. Because it is better you leave such a person early to go, because when he is there, you just try to think of it. You are going to send a team, maybe a team of 3. Please go and execute these tasks for the day. That's your objective. When one person starts being sluggish among them, when one person cannot implement it very well, it's going to make the others try to tell him, this is what patron said, this is what the boss was saying, this is what is. You see, at the end of the day, it will slow down the task. It takes them more time, or maybe an unproductive worker will end up making the productive will end up distracting the productive ones. So it's better you keep people that are very productive. Don't keep those ones that are counterproductive. No. Keep those ones that are really productive. It's very important. And don't play with this. Know that time is your greatest asset. So you cannot really waste so much time having your farm workers. Now, I'm going now to actually give them the results. I'm going now to actually give them the result. They have just left now. We're doing the lifting here. They have just left. They have gone up already for break. It's break time. But I'll give them the result. Even after break, the one that finally is not a farm worker in Kombe is not even going to take that position. It's very. We just passed by to check our yam farm. It's coming up very well. This was planted in the month of June. Those of you that are yam farmers, I think. We planted this in the month of June. I think they are doing very well. This is August. We have June, July. It's about 3 months down now. So I think the development is very okay. We are removing our maize already. That is here. There are some other workers actually doing weeding. They were doing weeding. So come with me. I'm going to show you Let's check on the workers that are doing weeding and see how far that they are going. We are not with our where you go. Yes. It's not Monica Day. Monica Day. Precious. Madam Precious, here you go. Now shall we move all grass, eh? That yam so don't need grass. Now move all. We now go. Yes, we now sweep them. You know that women generally the grass weeding is being done by women. Women are the backbone of every society, and you see work like that. We have some of them, though they are not our permanent workers, but they always come every morning and they do their job. They work for the whole week, and we pay them at the end of the week. So every Friday, we always pay these ones. That's them there inside the yam farm, ensuring that our yam does not have grass. Well, keep following this yam project. Like I told you, it was our very first yam project out here in Congo, and it's just doing so great. Actually, this is our dog that you see we have about 8 of them. Can you imagine that? I have a dog. I bought it with my money, but I'm afraid of that dog. Let me try to see. Mark. Nah, let me not go there. But we are going to train the one that did not pass the exam, so that he will get used to them to be feeding them. Okay, Unasha. Yes, I want time when I go to Unadra, that was so good. Friends actually now want to do the registration process. We want to register them, and we'll be telling them their results anyway. We'll have to tell them the people that have succeeded. I've passed my test today. The ones that will be the workers of Common Integrated Ranch, as you can see them, there are 3 of them. They were there today. We did the test. We moved from one different place, from the maize farm to the pepper farm to the plantation, and now we are in the office. This is a powerhouse of Common Integrated Ranch. You see, here's where we do our follow-up, the dates, different planting dates, and all that. And this is where also we start with every activity. We plan every activity in order to be able to execute it well. Farming is about planning. You have to plan very well. We choose a kind of farming, we choose how we want to go about it. Thank you so much for your time, for watching this video. Please do well to like, subscribe this video, subscribe to this channel, like this video, hit the notification bell so that you get other new videos. Each time I pass videos for information purpose. Maybe if you're watching this video, probably it's because you love agriculture. So why not share the video also so that it can help many other people to know how to better choose their farm workers. 2 of them will be working with us. Their brain is very lucky. They knew what to do. And I think we will now train them to be able to perfect their skills so that they can better with us. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.